Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. If you like this episode, please remember to hit the like button and leave a comment or two, then subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications of whenever we release new videos. Also, please remember to share them to your social media.
Welcome back to Scary Bear Attacks. Today's story takes us to the beautiful but wild forests of Trempealeau County, Wisconsin. This area is known for its dense woodlands, rolling hills, and abundant wildlife. The region's forests are dominated by oak, maple, and pine trees, with an understory rich in dogwood shrubs, hazelnut bushes, and wild raspberry plants. These woodlands provide a perfect habitat for a variety of wildlife, including white-tailed deer, coyotes, wild turkeys, and dangerous black bears. The climate here features cold winters and warm, humid summers, making it an ideal setting for a wide range of plant and animal life. It's in this environment that Dalton Roach, an avid outdoorsman and professional baseball player, faced a harrowing and nearly deadly encounter with one of nature's most powerful predators. Dalton, a 25-year-old from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, was no stranger to adventure. When he wasn't playing professional baseball for the St. Louis Cardinals AA affiliate in Springfield, Missouri, Roach could often be found outdoors, hunting deer, or enjoying the natural beauty of his home state. In the fall of October 2021, Roach was eager to take part in another hunting trip, setting out into the woods of Trempealeau County for what he believed would be a routine deer hunt. Little did he know that this outing would turn into an encounter he would never forget. With his bow in hand, Roach climbed into the tree stand, located about 20 feet above the ground, waiting patiently for the time to pass and deer 30 to arrive. The thick forest canopy around him was quiet and serene. Roach had been deer hunting many times before, but this trip would be anything but routine and enjoyable for the young sportsman. As the day progressed, Roach noticed a dark shadow filtering through the forest approaching him. Much to his surprise and excitement, a black bear, estimated to weigh 250 to 300 pounds, appeared and began wandering through the woods, seemingly unaware of Roach's presence. The bear moved slowly, seemingly at ease, as it explored the forest floor, probably searching for acorns. Roach, fascinated by the bear, decided to take out his cell phone and record the spectacle. After all, seeing a black bear in the wild was a rare experience for him. The bear continued to meander through the woods, moving closer to the tree where Roach was perched. The bear showed no signs of aggression, and at first, Roach felt no immediate danger. However, that changed when the bear veered directly toward his tree stand. As the bear approached, Roach put his cell phone away, sensing that the situation was becoming more serious. He could hear the distinct sound of the bear's claws scratching the tree bark as it began climbing the tree. Roach craned his neck to see what it was up to, but couldn't get a good view of the bear. Before he could react, the bear was directly beneath him, scaling the tree with surprising speed. Roach remained still, hoping that the bear would climb back down, but to his shock, the bear continued its ascent. Within moments, Roach could feel the bear's breath on his back. The bear reached the tree stand platform and placed a massive paw on Roach's lap and pressing into his thigh as it examined him from behind. Peering at the bear from the corner of his eye, from only inches away, the hunter's brain was spinning as an overload of adrenaline poured into his bloodstream. He could see the bear dip its head and felt a jolt of pain flash through his body as the bear drove its teeth through the flesh in the middle of his back. At that moment, Roach's survival instincts kicked in. He knew he couldn't do anything other than bluff the bear at this point. Deciding to act, Roach turned around on the hunting stand and made himself appear as large as possible, raising his arms wide and shouting at the bear. Startled by Roach's sudden movement, the predator hesitated and leaned back, seemingly confused by the unexpected reaction. Roach continued to yell, trying to intimidate the bear, and to his immense relief, the bear began to climb back down the tree. However, the danger was far from over. After descending, the bear circled the base of the tree, watching Roach with an intense gaze. It seemed to be thinking of climbing up again, and then rethinking the option. Though it appeared the bear had retreated, Roach knew that black bears could be unpredictable, and the bear's lingering presence made him uneasy as blood trickled down his back from the gaping wounds. In a moment of quick thinking, Roach knocked an arrow, his only means of defense. With no bear spray or firearm at his disposal, he knew that his bow was his last line of protection, should the bear attack again. As the two stared each other down, Roach silently debated to himself if he should shoot the bear or wait to see if it leaves. He feared angering the bear might bring a renewed attack, so he waited for it to make another move toward him. Roach decided to call a friend for assistance, asking them to drive their truck as close as possible to his location, knowing that his best chance of escape was to avoid being in the woods after dark. After several tense minutes, the bear began to slowly meander back into the timber, disappearing from sight. Once he was sure the bear was gone, Roach climbed down from the tree and made his way back to his truck, grateful to have survived the encounter with only minor injuries. The bowhunter sought and received medical treatment, which included cleaning the puncture wounds and administering a tetanus shot, as well as preventative rabies injections to ensure that there were no complications from the attack. Despite the trauma, Roach remained optimistic, expressing relief that the encounter hadn't been more serious. "I'm pretty fortunate that it's not some big nasty bite that took off half of my back," Roach said afterward. He described the area around the bite as tender, but he knew that it could have been much worse. In Wisconsin, there are an estimated 24,000 black bears, and the state is divided into several hunting zones. Wisconsin's bear hunting season runs from September to October, with hunters using both dogs and bait in designated areas. While bear encounters are not uncommon in the state, attacks like roaches remain rare, especially ones involving such close proximity. The bear attack was chalked up to the bear being curious more than anything else by authorities. It wasn't defending an obvious food cache, and no cubs were seen in the vicinity. Speaking of cubs, our Cub Tier membership on Patreon, linked below, will give you ad-free early access to our episodes, plus pictures, and the $3 per month goes a long way in helping me continue to produce educational and entertaining content like this. Wisconsin is home to one of the largest black bear populations in the United States, with bears primarily inhabiting the northern part of the state. The population of black bears is estimated to be around 24,000, and the state spans an area of approximately 65,000 square miles. This puts the bear density at roughly 1 bear per 3 square miles. In the last decade, there have been only a handful of recorded bear attacks in the state, with the majority of encounters being non-lethal. However, as human activity encroaches on bear habitats, and bear populations increase, the likelihood of such encounters increases. Dalton Roach's terrifying encounter with a black bear serves as a reminder that even experienced hunters can find themselves in life-threatening situations in the wilderness. After reviewing the facts surrounding this episode, I'm left with a few questions for you. Could Dalton Roach's encounter have ended differently if he'd been carrying bear spray or a firearm? Would these tools have prevented the attack or made it safer for him to escape? What drove the bear to climb the tree and bite Roach? Was it curiosity, hunger, or simply an unusual behavioral response? I will gladly read and reply to your thoughts, so post them in the comments section below, and let's talk about it.
Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. If you've enjoyed this episode, please consider clicking on the like button and clicking on the bell icon. We'll help you know when we post our new episodes. Posting our video links to your social media profiles furthers awareness, and it's fun. We slashed our prices in our merch store, linked below, so check out the bargains there while you shop. As a member of our human community, remember to adventure bravely and be careful out there, especially in bear country.